This is Dr. Mariah White, host of Your Life Matters. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
Hello, my friend. It's Julianne Condia, the host of Rewritten. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of this community. If you could screenshot this, upload it to your Instagram, and tag me at Julianne Condia, that would be so incredible. Thank you so much. I see you and I appreciate you. And for those of you who have been leaving a review, I know that takes some time in your day to do that, but you have no idea how much that means to me. I want to give a shout out to Danielle Wood. You were the last one to leave a review, and your words are precious to my heart. Thank you for taking the time to do that. Sincerely, it means a whole heck of a lot. I hope that you all are having just an incredible week. I know that some hard things are going on in the nation as far as the heartbreak with Kobe Bryant and his daughter and the others that were with them traveling and who had passed away. And I just feel like when things like this happen, it just makes us wake up a little bit and realize how precious life really is. And for those of you who maybe are not Kobe fans, or you are thinking, why is this getting so much publicity? Whatever it is, I just feel like the goal is heaven, and the goal is connection and community with people, God's people, and to love people hard. So when things like this happen, I just feel like it gives me a better appreciation. And sometimes we can get so stuck in our daily routines and just the tiredness and stress and doubt or small things. When something like that happens, I feel like I just can look at a bigger picture and find gratitude in my season, find gratitude in just the walk I'm living. And I just hope for you, friend, whatever you're going through right now, whatever heartbreak or fun, amazing, exciting new challenges or seasons that are coming and approaching, I just pray that you see life as this precious gift that you are gifted. And there's just so much life to be lived by loving other people and just seeing the blessings and the growth that we're able to experience. I wanted to talk to you today about being on the fence. And the reason I want to talk to you about this is because I feel like any time in any season I've been in my life to where I've been on the fence, it just hasn't felt good. However, when I've just gone all in with a decision, I always gain more confidence. I see this a lot with the work that I do. A lot of people on the fence, they're living this maybe life, not yet life, maybe someday. And someday is just never going to happen. So I actually was hosting a webinar, a sneak peek. Actually, if you want the recording, please send me a message. I love to share what I'm doing and how I'm doing it with other people. Why? Because it's changed so much of my life, and it's improved the quality of my life and my relationships and just my outlook and what I want to do and who I want to be, and just has gotten me in the best shape of my life. I love talking about it because of what it's done for me and then what it's done for others. So, friend, if you want the copy and recording of that webinar, I would love to send it to you. So just send me a DM on Instagram or a message on Facebook. I'll get that right to you. But at the end, I did a Q&A, and one of the questions was, what happens if I'm on the fence? And my response was, be in or don't be in. Make the decision. Do it or don't. But sometimes that being on the fence just creates more stress, more anxiety. It causes more questions. It produces more doubt. It just is not a comfortable place to sit on the fence. I think about many times of when we just went all in with a decision. We had no idea what was on the other side. We didn't know what would come of it, but I just trust myself. And I really hope that you trust that you can figure it out. Wherever you are in life was just an accumulation of decisions that you decided to make. Can you just trust that you'll figure it out once you make the decision? That everything will come together once you start going all in on something or saying no and shutting the door to something? I really do think something else, a new opportunity, will make its way to you. But just make the decision instead of living in this maybe space, on this fence space. I feel like this has been some feedback or coaching or mentoring or conversations I've had with not just the people that I mentor on my team, but just my friendships, where someone's contemplating a big move, someone's contemplating on leaving a job. I just feel like when you make that decision and you just decide, everything else comes together because you're focused on it. I specifically remember one of my dear friends, they were thinking about moving to Texas. And I remember we were having dinner. It was my birthday, and it was just one of those dinners where the food just kept coming, and it was just a lot of courses and a lot of laughter and just a great time. And a big thing that we were talking about was this potential move that they would take. And I think the biggest thing with decisions in life is that, yes, there's pros and cons, and that's what a lot of people want to do. But a lot of times, and most of the times when I'm making decisions with Eric or myself, is weighing the best case scenarios on each side. That just feels better, and it just gives me more clarity and confidence, and I want to lead with that. So as they were talking about this contemplation of moving and all of the pain that it would cause, the growth that it would cause, the uncertainty, I think that's the biggest thing with making decisions is the uncertainty. So if I'm talking to people about doing a lifestyle switch of better nutrition, better fitness, and friendship and freedom, right? It's just, what's the uncertainty on that? What if I fail? What if I don't follow through? What if I won't be successful? Instead of that, how about thinking of the best case scenarios? Who are the people that are going to come into my life? What will it be like when I get in the best shape of my life? What would better confidence add to my life? What would more energy, better sleep, better nutrition add to my life? That gets you way more excited about making that decision. And I feel like a lot of times when people are on the fence, they're more in it than not, unless you're saying yes out of guilt, but that's not really being on the fence. If you're on the fence, there's obviously some reason why you're there, and I just invite you to really lean into that. So that was the advice that I gave my friends, is that just make the decision. Either way is going to be hard, but you can figure it out, and whatever's meant to be will be. When we moved to California, that was the same thing. I don't ever want to be on the fence for too long, because I know myself, and I know that I'm not my best when I'm on the fence. I am better when I just go with my gut. I'm way better when I just go with the decision, and everything else starts to fall in place. I actually got a DM, and I was so grateful for this. Someone messaged me and they said, hey, someone told me to message you because you have done this before, and I want your advice on moving across the country. I have people in my life that are pouring a lot of doubt onto this idea, and I just don't know what to do. Well, one, we can never do anything out of guilt. That never feels good. And people pleasing doesn't feel good either, because we're not living our lives. We're living their lives. And at the end of the day, that's not what we're here to do. So make the decision that is best for you, and everything else will come into play. And I feel like when it has to do with moving, you can always move back. You can always course correct. You can always change it up. You have the permission and power to do that. Just make the decision. It always feels better. It gives you more clarity and more confidence and more excitement when you just make the decision. So friend, I want you to ask yourself, what and where have I been on the fence in my life lately? and just making the decision, yes, I trust myself. Yes, I'll figure it out. Yes, I will try. And yes, I will just do it. Once you do, everything else will start to open up new possibility. You'll create more momentum with better decision making. Your decision making ability and skill gives you more confidence in life. So where do you need to make a decision? And just remember that you are going to gain more confidence with that decision. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I know I say that a lot, but I honestly mean it. So thank you so much. If you could screenshot this, upload it. And again, if you could leave a review, that is how people find this podcast. That is how it continues to grow, is you sharing it and you leaving a review and rating it. I appreciate it. I think that this lesson was short, sweet, and simple. Make the decision. It's not comfortable being on the fence. All right, friends, until next time.